Hello everyone, I'm Herrera, Kamin, and I'm going to read the 4th chapter of my long, short story, The Last 7 Eternities of Julian Slade. This chapter is the midpoint of the story. It is chapter 4, and it is also labeled number 4. I hope you enjoy listening. By the time I sit down, I've already forgotten why I'm covered in sweat, why my heart's going all machine gun in my chest. A feeling comes over me, like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, like I'm at the center of something cosmically important. Huh, I say slowly. I thought Darius was a boy's name. I can't help how stupid it sounds. A velvety laugh. It's a beautiful name, no? She's got an accent I didn't notice before. Spanish? No, that's not it. I lean back. So, you know something I need to know? Yes, and you know it too, Julian. I'm simply here to remind you. There's a native people in the Andes called the Herrera. Do you remember them? I shake my head. Not at all? Well, perhaps the fragmentation is worse than I thought. But maybe this will jog your memory? She hands me an envelope. I open it. It's filled with photographs, faded sepia images of a building. No, a complex of buildings, all rounded roofs and spires pointing to the sky, a vista of rolling foothills and mountains in the background. This temple, says Darius Sickery, goes by many different names. In fact, it has a different name for every language spoken in it, which makes for a considerable number. In our language, it is called the Temple of the Crossroads. It is located near a Sayuran village. The monks who dwell there adhere to a particularly interesting creed called the Way of the Crossroads. The Way of the Crossroads, I repeat. This all sounds familiar. But what does this have to do with anything? Well, the story is that the Herrera were a spiritual people. They would often hold ceremonies in which they consumed the flesh of the cacti which grew in the nearby mountains. These cacti contained alkaloids which would induce vivid hallucinations. Visionary quests, if you will. Visionary quests. Something stirs in my memory, a foul taste in my mouth. The Herrera believed that when they embarked on these quests, they could actually communicate with the souls of the dead, and with the gods or higher powers that ruled the cosmic planes of the universe. I must have looked dubious, because Sickery smiled dryly and added, "Whether you believe in such things or not, Julian, is quite irrelevant. The point is, one member of this society, Manioc, had an epiphany during one of these ceremonies. I had the chance to interview him some time ago. I have it recorded, but it's in Sayuran, so you wouldn't understand it. Let me read you the transcript of what he said." She fumbles on her desk for a moment, finds a thick stack of papers, flips through it, and begins reading. "I saw the entire world and all of time spread out before me, from its seeds and beginnings to the very present. I saw a beautiful oasis spinning through the vast emptiness of space. I saw it all shatter. In pain and suffering, in blood and guts spilled, in greed, cruelty, anguish, torment, it shattered. I saw a people who should be united, torn apart by greed and haste. I saw needless quarreling, their gods and idols pitted against each other. They none of them realize that they worship the same God, a God of many faces, perhaps an infinity of faces. They refer to this God by different names because it is difficult to gaze upon more than one of its faces at a time. But I foresaw a remedy, a church built in these very mountains, to which I would summon peaceful representatives from all of the vast, round world's differing creeds and philosophies. Here we would discuss, deliberate, synthesize. we would attempt to divine the sacred truth of the universe, and I would say, most humbly and modestly, that after 7 decades, my vision has been realized. I'm silent. I wait for Sickery to continue. She puts the sheaf of papers away carefully before proceeding. Manioc did succeed, Julian. This was a man who had never traveled to other countries. He never left his homeland. He saw nothing of the world beyond this desert plateau on which he lived, except in that vision. And yet he oversaw the building of the Temple of the Crossroads. He welcomed to it representatives from most, if not all, of the world's religions. And that is where you are, right now. I stare at her blankly. Sorry? You don't believe me. I know it must seem wildly irrational, but you have got to believe. I know that for the past while you have been wondering where you are. Right at this moment, you are in a hall in the Temple of the Crossroads, high in the Andes, in Peru. Something's dislodged in my mind. I look around. I'm in a dingy basement. There's a flickering light bulb dangling from a chain in the middle of the room. Piss off, I tell Darius Sickery. All this time I've been searching for her, and now that I've finally found her, she tells me absolutely nothing I need to hear. Julian, fuck you, I scream. Where's Naya? Sickery's face has become a mask of rage. Papers scatter as she leaps over the desk, and I bolt, flee to the window, haul myself out of it. More cuts from the broken glass. I roll into the street, and I can't breathe anymore. My lungs are searing, my throat tightening. The street is flooded with people. They're running and screaming. Some of them are lying on the ground, having fits, foaming at the mouth, eyes rolling back in their sockets. The sky above is the color of bloody vomit. I try to scream, but I can't. The corners of my vision blur. My stomach heaves. Why can't I see straight? It's happening! A middle-aged lady screams. It's happening! Are we dying? A little boy moans, right before collapsing into a convulsing heap. Masks! Masks! Somebody shrieks. Get the fucking masks! The masks! Bang! A gunshot blasts the air, and it's hard to hear much of anything anymore. My legs buckle. Get back inside! I roll over, try to crawl back, but the house I just emerged from is ablaze, flames billowing out of every window, a funnel of black smoke spilling into the diseased sky. And someone's coming toward me, shoving something over my head, a gas mask. Air! I can breathe. I slurp it up too fast, and my head breaks clean in two, and my brain is plucked out. What's left of me collapses to the ground, lifeless, for the savage stampede to trample into the pavement. And that, my friends, is the end of Chapter 4 of The Last 7 Eternities of Julian Slade. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the very next video with the 5th chapter. Take care till then.